Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn how to create random password in Flutter. So this is a basic app which was by default given by Flutter application, and I created a password widget which is a stateful widget which contains a container. So let's remove container and replace it with a text field. Text field. We will decorate it. We will use decoration property, and it takes an input decoration widget. We will use outline for our text field, so it is outline input border. We will give a border radius of around 12.4, and with a label property, text and password. Let's hit save and see. Now it's looking good, but we need more. So let's fill it. Fill color should be closer to white, and the field property should be true. Let's hit save. Now it's good. Use const whenever possible. Now our text field is looking good. Let's use a suffix icon property, and inside suffix icon property we will use a row widget because we need two buttons, one for showing the password and one for generating the password. So first we will use the icon which helps to generate a password. Icon start, password outline, and another should be showing the password. Icon start, I outline, and hit save. Now it's taking the full space of the text field, so the main access side should be minimum, main access side dot minimum, and you can see that the error gone solved. Now it needs some spacing between the buttons, so we will use a const sized box widget with width of around 12.0, and also we will use this spacer widget below the I outlined icon, and now it's looking way better, but it need more spacing from right, so give it 16, and now it's looking perfect. So let's use const. So we need to click on both the buttons, so we need a widget called gesture detector or inkwell. We will use inkwell widget. Inkwell, and it contains on tap property which takes a function, and another we will use, and here also we will use inkwell widget, and same on tap property. And now we can tap or click on the icons. Now I need to change the color of the password outline icon, so let's change the color using color property. Color start black 54, and hit save. Now it's looking way better. Now we need to give a controller to the text field, so let's make a controller, final text editing controller. Give it a name, password controller equal to text editing controller, and on dispose method we will dispose this controller. So let's dispose this controller. this dot dispose. And another variable we need is the color, final color, visibility color, eye color. For this color is needed for the eye button. So when the user is showing the password, it will turns blue, and when users turns off the showing password, it will turns black. So let's give it final color eye color equal to colors dot deep colors dot fluorescent, and here inside the color we also need a boolean variable final. We also, but it not be a final, so bool visible password equal to false. And in here in the property called of secure password, pass it visible password. And on tap method, if visible password equal to false, and return, otherwise visible password equal to true. And set state should be used as well here as well as set state. And then in the color property of the eye button, so we will use the color visible password, then the color should be eye color, otherwise colors dot black 54 equal to true. Here I used a constant widget, that's why it's giving an error. If you remove this true, it will be fine as well. So let's hit and see whether the password is working fine or not. So let's type a password and hit. Now it's hiding, but in a different way. So let's make it. Let's here use first true and hit save. Now it should be like this. And now if I type the password, it will not show the password. When I click on the I button, it will show me the password, and when I click again, it will hide the password. So let's now moving on to the next step. Let's create the function for this button for generating password. So let's create a function called generate secure password, and it is a type of string. So let's create a string and call it capital letters. And now let's create another string called special characters, and another string called numbers. We need this all string because we need to generate password using this all string. So let's add a special character first. Now number is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and let's create another string, call it as password string, and here we will merge all the string. So let's use capital letter. So now our password string is ready, and now we need to generate a string of password. So let's create a list dot generate. Length should be of 20. The password, it is the length for which we are creating the password. Suppose you need a password of length 20, so pass is 20. And if you need a password of length 10, so pass it 10, and then should return dot join. Now in this body we will use a integer variable called random index, and we will use a random dot secure method dot next int. It will take the maximum integer you want to generate. So I want to generate a maximum integer of length password string. So I will use a password string dot length. It will give me a integer between to 0 the length of password, and this will be stored in random index, and this will help to return the password string dot element string dot at password string or random index. So this will give me a string of password. So let's put it in the on click of password outline widget. So let's create a string, or we will directly use the controller password controller dot text equal to generate password, and we will use a set state method here, and inside this we will initialize the controller password controller, and hit save. And when I hit on this, it will generate the password for me, and it is the password. And when I click again on this, it will generate another random password, another, and another. In this way we can generate a random password in Flutter. So thanks for watching.